So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Donadoni, fired deep, big header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Threads one in, Cannavaro calmly anticipates. It's a pretty loose pass. Chance here to counter. Now it's Fernandes. And he's decided to go for it. And the keeper can swallow it up.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Played into space. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Cruyff. Benfica still without a single shot on target. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's well spotted. Out to the left it goes. Ibrahimovic. Pedro Neto picks it up out wide. Baresi deals with that comfortably. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising. Can he finish? Cleared without complication. That's a cute ball. Donadoni looking to get on the end of this. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Messi. "15 minutes till half-time. Oh, important interception. Looking to play him in. Now it's Pedro Neto. And it's Fernandes. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! And that was probably asking just too much.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Hakimi.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Hakimi makes the interception. Beckenbauer. Beckenbauer, the man we've all come to watch. And back to the keeper they go. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nicely spread. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. He's having a hit! Cruyff on the through ball. And this is Puskas. Can he finish? And that has fair fizzed. Benfica with the corner, they're first. Donadoni is there, and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is ended up in no man's land. Conte. Cruyff. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Conte. Now it's Lopez. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And the action is back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's managed to get free. Tries a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Baresi is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. That has been slung wide. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Out to the right. Saka. Puskas. Benfica looking to pass their way through. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Lopez. Now that looks a decent ball. And here's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. And that is a little undercooked. Picked up chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Pass somewhat off target. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Roberto Carlos under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route.
Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! Just to pick me up the whole game needs! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Colombia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is. Climbs up big! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Benfica clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. This is the time you need that pace.
And he's picked it up out wide. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now here's the... He gets big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Just about up to 75 minutes. Looking for options for movement.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Cafu elects to cross. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's neat. Costa Curta gets it clear. And reclaim. Oh, that's ambitious. And that is out of play.
Cambio en Colombia. Número 19, Messi. Número 6.
Oh, good steal, he just
número
read
18,
it.
número
Batistuta.
22. Se está realizando un cambio.
Benfica leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Cannavaro. The final 5 minutes. Shifted it to the flank.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Pinches it off him. Mendes gets rid without sophistication. Kukçu. Very much into the last knockings. Now he's got space here. Ball looks a good one. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Neymar carries the ball down the right. Lovely bit of skill. And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Puskás picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Maradona. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Roberto Carlos. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Lopez. Haaland! And he was alert to it. Odo. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Now it's Mbappe. Odo. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Robertson. Udinese looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be...
And the shot! And it's a goal! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So we have our breakthrough. Applies the finish! Fermin prepared to hit it from distance. Never shy to have a go. That is ended up in no man's land. Conte. And it's Lopez. And here's Haaland. Now Conte! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And that has left him in a heap.
Benfica are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Bebeto. And he's well positioned. Shoots! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay on side.
Now it's Kukçu. Fermin. Kukçu. He's having a go! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. It's a mighty effort! harmlessly behind. Robertson. And no, that was never going to make it. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Conte. Looking tidy in possession here. Gabriel calmly anticipates.
Benfica certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
It's a good-looking delivery. Fermin. Roberto Carlos. Out to the left it goes. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, good spread. No, the less said about that pass, the better. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Fermin. Yildiz. And it's Kukçu. And it's Lopez. Can he finish? And another try! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Benfica really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Back into the middle. He's looking wide. Yildiz with the cross. Brilliantly cut out. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Hakimi. Saka. Kukçu. That has been slung wide. Now it's Haaland. Oh, what a mistake! He's had a shot! He scores! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Benfica grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Yildiz with the cross. Hausen attempts a clearance.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Well read, nice interception. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to...
Chance! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Up he goes! just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Conte, Beckenbauer, and Hakimi, and it's Lopez. That has been cut short. Bebeto. Hakimi, and it's Lopez. Fermin has found the net here, of course. Eze, Maradona, now it's Kvaratskhelia.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Picked out brilliantly. And he's there to retrieve it. Spread out to the left. Roberto Carlos. And it's Kukçu. Fermin. Yildiz. Yildiz will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Sostituzione per l'Udinese.
It's
Numero
their
4.
second corner of the game.
Numero 7. Lasciano il campo per il numero 8. Park Ji-sung. Il numero 19.
Kukçu with the short one. Hangs one in. Otto getting this one clear. Udinese are looking to go forward now. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Kukçu. Half an hour gone in the second half. Lopez. Saka has it out wide and in space. Gabriel clears it away.
Benfica clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Sostituzione per l'Udinese. Numero 10. Lascia il campo per il numero 20. Hazard. Cambio di giocatori.
Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung's cross. And it's hoisted clear. Now it's Saka. And here's the chance to counter. Benfica finding their passes. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice sequence of passes, this. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. And he can clear it away. Tries to thread one through. Pedro Neto receives it in a good position here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Roberto Carlos. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And Puskás! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Park Ji-sung. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points. And it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions, and he can deliver too.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Fermin receives it. A decent chance! This time, surely! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Kokchu, out towards the flank. Oh, important interception.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
That's really well cleared. And this is Batistuta. And it's Kokchu. Fermin. And that pass just didn't quite work. Linton. Dinks one through. And that is as far as they're going to go. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Strokes it back. Picks out Kokchu! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Benfica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Kokchu goes short. Ball's gone out of play. Kokchu. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Batistuta. Well, that is one way to stop him. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. That was mighty close. Roberto Carlos, Lee Kang-in gets a foot in here. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Distributed tidily. Looking for options for movement. Saliba cuts out the pass. It's not an especially good pass, that. Kokchu. And it's Kokchu. And it's Hakimi. Kokchu. Kukçu really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Saka looking to run onto it. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Kukçu. Locatelli. And Fermin. Roberto Carlos. Fermin. And that's a dangerous ball. And he's had a hit! Oh, split-second reaction.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Ivory Coast are looking to go forward now. Tries to pass it through, and he plays one through. Great ball, and the shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Roberto Carlos. And here's Lee Kang-in. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nicely spread. Hakimi. Tries to play it through. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. And he shoots! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Beckenbauer, the man we've all come to watch. And it's Kukçu. Fermin. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And this is Hazard. Oh, good spread. Now it's Saka. Now it's Saka. Nicely aimed pass. No, that's been intercepted. Costa Curta. And it's Lopez.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's found a way through. Big chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Oh, the ball's come loose here. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's being played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And the action is back underway. So the first half brought no goals. Eric Garcia cuts it out. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Ivory Coast couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. Kukcu. Good running, strong and purposeful. Roberto Carlos. Now, can they get him away? Not the most accurate pass. He is through here. He's going for goal. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Knocks it into space. And this is Batistuta. Shot a goal! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's heaved it away. Hit into the middle. Climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, well played. Oh, terrible mistake. There's a shot. And the shot! Locatelli with the clearance.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce
Fermi.
match, 80
Well into the
314.
second half, and still there's nothing between them. And it's Azar. Looking for a runner. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's quick to get it clear again. Stood up well to him there. Ibrahimovic.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Out to the right. That has not gone well. Ivory Coast trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then...
Chance! And yes, it's there!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Numéro 22. Changement pour la Côte d'Ivoire. Le numéro 6. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 11.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So the first moment of real significance.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Haaland, real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that has been clubbed away. Really nicely worked opportunity, that's some lovely exchanges.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
So, third corner of the game. He will be livid with himself.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Saka. Shot, surely!
Changement pour la Côte d'Ivoire. Le numéro 15, Hazard.
Mendes gets into some space.
There's much frustration as the
shoots! He should have put that one away.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Takes a shot! Oh, and that should have been two. Look at the face-to-face with... tries a shot! Should have equalised.
Nuno Mendes really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
He's looking wide. It's a threatening ball. Cruyff. Eric Garcia gets rid without sophistication. Hangs in a cross. He's got full. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Benfica really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Plays it through. Saka providing an outlet. He's had a shot! Has another go! He scored! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Ivory Coast are such an adept counter-attacking team.
And Puskás! Goal! Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Benfica give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspiration.
Kachu! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. Punched away. And here's Kachu. And here's... oh, shooting chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Corner number 3 coming up. Rashford! It's a goal! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
But pour l'équipe de Côte d'Ivoire, le numéro 20.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Saliba. Hakimi. Roberto Carlos. Great vision. Roberto Carlos. Saka. Quality ball for Joelinton. That's that, the end. Benfica were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engine to do all the covering, but he's a lot more than that. He's got the strength, the tackling ability, good composure on the ball and balance in his game. So you'd really struggle to find any weakness.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Up he goes! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, super find. He has found the way through. Played in by Van Basten. Yildiz. Vitinha threads one in. Great ball if he can get there. And a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Haaland is offering a wry smile there.
Benfica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Torres gets into a good position. Now the ball. There's the header! They've done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Benfica are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
DiMarco with the slide tackle there. Hakimi. Now it's Puskás. He's in a great position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's having a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
AZ really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are...
Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Played towards the other side. Hakimi. Haaland. It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Benfica already looking up at the vast mountain they've been left to climb. Valverde. And that's another throw. Dani Olmo. Fernando Torres is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. That's a cute ball. Not the most accurate pass. Half an hour played now. Yildiz. Mendes cuts out the pass. Haaland is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Mendes makes the interception. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Yildiz. Puskás, Haaland. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Benfica presented with a golden opportunity here. And he is going into that little black book. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. And that's one back! Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nuno Mendes. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Valverde. Nuno Mendes. Kukçu. Hakimi. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. AZ are down to 10 men.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Vitinha. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Aims beyond the defence. Yildiz with a mighty effort! It's in! A goal at a really telling moment. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And he's intervened well there. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's half-time here.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first-half performance. They're not at it.
Caros espectadores, vamos anunciar os vencedores da nossa lotaria de hoje. Confiram o número do vosso bilhete com os que vão aparecer no ecrã. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, this looks sharp. Valverde. Puskás. Picked out brilliantly. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And Puskás! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Haaland! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Kukçu. Now it's Van Basten. Knocks it into space. It's Van Basten! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They've played it short. Benfica have the chance to go the other way. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Vitinha, Conte, Kukçu. And it's Hakimi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there. Big chance! And he hits the net. Benfica are back in business. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Shot at goal! Goal! Benfica! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. A horrible... Oh no, this does not look good. And the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Stood up well to him there. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And the through ball. He's got tall. Good chance here. And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Oh, good spread. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
AZ really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Kukçu receives, hits a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Benfica take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Vitinha unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ball's gone out of play. Yildiz tries to pass it through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That has been cut short. Nuno Mendes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Chooses to go back. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And this is Puskás. Conte. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Conte. Great vision. He's on it. Can he get away? Yildiz, who's set up one goal so far. AZ can breathe again. Just.
Well, I thought...
Oh, what a mistake! He's found a way through. Punched away. Oh, well played. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Caros espectadores, por favor, retirem os vossos veículos das ruas assistentes ao portão principal do estádio. Obrigado.